Hi everybody! This is Nazy again of Scrapbooky Crafter and Niece's TV. So, today, we will be focusing on God's vision. Kasi alam ko na isa sa mga section na sinabi natin that would be best to include in your war binder or on your Bible journal is to make sure that you include God's vision in your life in your prayer board. So, if you wanted to understand it more, to learn more about God's vision, how can you hear God's vision? Where can you hear it? How can you learn from God about His visions in your life? Please stay watching, tune in to this video, and please don't forget to also like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and if you can share this video as well so that we can reach more people to journey along with us with God. So, there you go. Stay tuned in. So, most of you know, or might have heard during nung class ko sa Glorieta where I was talking about the war binder. God's vision is one of the things that I highly suggest you include in your war binder. Why? Because it will give you a very good guide kung ano yung gustong i-accomplish ni God sa buhay mo. So, how do I start gathering information from the Lord kung ano ba talaga yung vision niya sa buhay ko? So, during New Year's Eve, so syempre, it's not necessarily na kapag magsa-start ka ng war binder mo or ng journal mo or nung, when you write down God's vision to you, it doesn't necessarily mean na kailangan start of the year. You can start it whenever, God will give you that vision whenever you are ready. So, just to backtrack dun sa kwento ko, how I was able to understand God's vision for me for this year. During the New Year's Eve, I was left here alone sa condo, and I was, asking the Lord, parang, Lord, ba't ako nagkasakit? Mag-isa ko ngayon dito. But I'm not lonely. I was actually anticipating something kasi alam ko na with God, there's no accident. So, hindi aksidente na may sakit ako at hindi ako makauwi sa province namin to spend time with my family. And so, I asked the Lord, ano yung gusto mong pag-usapan natin ngayon? Parang, ano ba yung mga bagay na kailangan kong marinig, kailangan kong matutunan from you? So, it was really not an intention from my end to write down a vision. I was just merely asking the Lord, what is it that I have learned from 2023, and what do you think, or what should I be looking forward to for 2024? And that's where the Lord, led me to write how I can look back in 2023. So I write it down, what I have, look back in 2023, what I have learned, the things that I was grateful for 2023. And then, He made me write down yung mga bagay na sa palagay ko gusto kong mangyari sa akin for 2024 or gusto kong ma-achieve for 2024. What I'm actually looking forward to 2024. These are mostly what I want, what I look forward to. But I'm already asking the Lord for guidance. I'm already asking Him in prayer while I was writing it down. So may mga bagay dito like, growing yung social media namin, consistent kami sa routine namin to be productive in our work, in our life. And of course, meron kaming small business. I was asking the Lord to lead us kung itutuloy pa ba namin yun or i-shutdown na namin yung small business namin. So, those are the few things that I actually was writing down, was praying, and was looking for 2024. So, here I am, after writing it down, going to January, while I was doing my quiet time, weeks after nung New Year, I was doing my devotion, and after that, I was listing all of my prayer requests for 2024. So, ayan, sinulat ko yung mga prayer request ko, yung mga personal petitions ko concerning yung guidance and direction sa small business nga namin, doing, the contents in social media for our small business, yung mga personal and professional growth ko, 'di ba? Yung mga I'm also praying for my family, for my D group, for my friends, for our health, protection and blessing, and the guidance that the Lord can actually provide for us. And then eventually, as I write it down, and as I continue to have that consistent quiet time with the Lord, asking Him in prayers, doing Bible study, um, you know, I also gather some of the prayer items from my D group. The Lord somehow made my prayer items evolve. I also list down some of the things that I think I should be intentional in my reflections, as well as the things that I learned all throughout my journey. And so the Lord was just, continuously giving me guidance on how to have a change of heart, what to learn, what to do best on my next steps. And then as I do that, I also started doing the chronological Bible reading. And while I was reading it, I made sure that I'm also listing down all of the things that I've learned, the takeaways that I have. So I just continuously have that quiet time with the Lord, and, hearing from Him what He wanted me to accomplish for 2024. Of course, I still pray for, my personal petitions, and I'm praying that, whatever it is that the Lord wanted me to do, I wanted to hear it more from Him. So, eventually, the Lord answered me. So, what was the Lord's answer for me? God's vision for me was very surprising. Because I was thinking, maybe, there are things that I still wanted to do, or the Lord wanted me to do. Pero surprising siya kasi it was something that I was doing before, but the Lord emphasized it to me more to do for 2024. Like, ang sinasabi sa akin ng Lord is, now is the year where you should really focus your energy, your time, treasure, and talent to do the things that I wanted you to do. And so God's vision for me is actually like Moses. So God is calling me to make sure that I will be able to reach people, share the good news to people, and not just that, make sure that they will be able to learn who God is, learn how much love He has for all of us, to share with people the love God has for them, the testimony God has in my life, so that they will be able to see that God is alive and working, that God is a God who understands, the God who listens, the God who answers. He is the God who wanted to give us comfort. He is the God who will carry us all, and He is here, And the Lord wanted to make sure that I will have that kind of information to share with all of you. Of course, the Lord will be the one to bless that information so that you will be able to grasp it all the more. So, ayun yung vision sa akin ng Lord. And then, you would ask me, so, Nisi, paano mo naman na-confirm that that is God's vision for you? To be honest, that kind of a vision from the Lord is overwhelming. It's big. Kasi hindi mo naman alam saan ka magsisimula. Although, I've been through a few, ministry works, like short-term missions sa Jordan. I've been through, small missions here sa Pilipinas. It's still different when ikaw yung tinatawag ng Lord at ikaw yung gagawa versus sa you're a part of a group where all of you are together to do that ministry. Now, the Lord is calling me to pursue that and to do it on my own with Him alone. Parang the Lord is telling me na you have experienced all of this so that you will know what to do, how to do it, and how to reach people. So, ito na nga yung big question. So, Nazy, parang yung vision mo na yun, it might not be the same, syempre iba yung vision ng Lord para sa inyo, 'di ba? Kasi iba-iba naman tayo. Pero to confirm that vision, how were you able to confirm that? And, 'di ba, yung iba para sabi, is it just through reading the Bible? Is it, through other people? Is it through dreams or how? Number one is you pray. You pray that the Lord will be the one to confirm it with you. And if you wanted to know how I was able to confirm it, then the sagot is eto na. This is a little bit could be controversial because not a lot of people experience it, but I believe because the Lord is alive, He can use a lot of different means to make sure that He is the one communicating with you. And with me, my experience was that as I continued to pray and I was asking Him for direction, for confirmation, of course, assurance. Kasi malaking bagay siya, hindi siya madaling gawin. And I know myself that, I always waver sa mga bagay na madalas overwhelming. So, hindi ako people person that I can just easily mingle with people. It's a little bit hard for me. Somehow I'm introverted. So talagang challenging siya para sa akin. But the Lord is the God of order. He is the God of instruction. He will never confuse you. And how He answered me is really a miracle, and the same miracle that I wanted you to experience as well. Not exactly the same with how I experienced it, but I wanted you to experience your personal miracle in communicating with Him. With mine, He was able to confirm it through my dream. So, my dream is still vivid to me. So, I dreamt that I was on a ship na parang ang dating tribulation time, yung may mangyayaring catastrophe. And I was already on board on that ship, and then I was looking sa baba. Tas may mga friends pa akong nandun, pero nakasakay na rin sila eventually. Alam niyo yung parang nakasakay sila na nahihirapan sila because they were like kumakapit lang sila sa lubid and all, ganyan. And then, there's this one person that I knew that he is special to me. I'm just not sure how special. But anyway, etong tao na to, nakasakay siya dun sa boat, through dun sa lubid, sa rope na binigay namin sa kanya. And then, he specifically asked everyone na I should be the one holding the last part of the rope to pull him up. And then, when I pulled him up, nakita ko parang, madumi yung kamay ko, so naghugas daw ako ng kamay. Di ba ganun siya ka-vivid sa akin? And then, after that, pagtalikod ko, that person proposed to me, that guy proposed to me. And, pero ang kulit nito kasi, when he proposed to me, I didn't see a ring. But it was like, parang alam mo na nag-propose na siya. And then, the next scene, kasi alam nyo naman ng dreams, di ba? Paiba-iba siya ng scene. The next scene was that nakaupo na kami dun sa gilid ng ship. Nakaupo kami doon. Tapos, this is what really stayed on my mind. And I was really praying that the Lord will reveal to me what it meant. Nakaupo kami doon. Sabi sa akin nung guy is that, okay, ito yung rope that symbolizes our commitment. Tinali ko yung end ng rope na to. And then, binibigay ko sa'yo itong rope for you to tie the other end. And then, after I tied it, I gave it back to him as a sign of our commitment. And you know what I found about that? So, pagkagising ko, the dream was still very, very vivid. Talagang, alam mo, hanggang ngayon, kailan pa to, January pa to, April na, pero, nasa isip ko pa rin siya, very clear pa rin siya sa mind ko. And so I was praying parang, Lord, is it just, it's just a normal dream? Bakit ako na naginip ng ganon? And then I prayed, and then, I came across different verses, and then I realized that, the rope is, in biblical perspective, it is a sign of covenant and commitment. And so, God's answer to me was that, yes, I am calling you to do this, and yes, I am with you on this. This is my covenant with you, that when you do this, you're not doing it alone, but you are doing it with me. And that vision, and that confirmation through my dream, and the confirmation that I got from the Bible, yun yung pinangahawakan ko, so that I will be able to continue doing this for all of you, and not just for you, but because I am submitting to God's will in my life. And so I hope that you continue to pray, and ask the Lord for His vision in your life. Ano ba yung vision niya sa inyo, 'di ba? Sinabi ko din dun sa how to start your war binder. It doesn't necessarily have to be that overwhelmingly big, but there is a vision that God has for you. It could be that, you're Mary, you needed to learn more about God. It could be Martha, that you are called to serve, or it could be the Proverbs 31 woman. You could be Paul, learn to unlearn and relearn about God. Or you could be Moses. There are a lot of, biblical personalities there that you can refer to, and ask the Lord for guidance, like, Lord, where should I go from here? Ano yung gusto mong gawin ko in my life, so that I will be walking with you on this. So I hope that this gives you that perspective, and I hope that it will inspire you to dig deeper into the word. Really be intentional in your prayer. Write down whatever it is that God has spoken to you in His words, even in sometimes from the people who ministers to you, from your Sunday services or sermons, from just doing your devotion, whatever it is, you pray to the Lord. If something struck your head and really speaks to your soul, pray about it, because the Lord will never confuse you. The Lord is the Lord of direction. You will know if it's coming from Him. So I hope that you've been blessed, and I hope that you'll be able to start journeying and finding out what God's vision is for you. So I hope that you have been blessed, and if you are, please make sure to share this with other people, give this a like, and I hope that you'll continue to do your Bible reading, because that is the best tool that you can have to make sure that you know more about God, and that you'll be able to walk according to His will. So blessed day. Bye.